Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 from the 8.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Another run here with Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. The Eagles at 8 and 8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 22-yard scamper. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
These 2 teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jones.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Already at the line. This Philly offense set to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive structure. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, check that. Street.
Another run with Sanders.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And this is Shepard on the catch.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Back to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Operating from the gun, Jones. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger
from 13 yards out.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop it.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That play, it looked like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with a chance to run with it that they try and really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes.
There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And some space here. There he goes, left side.
104 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 29, Hurts.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
There we go.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alert! Alert!
They'll look look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What's your thoughts on the tackle? 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Eagles' 27-yard line.
From the 27, Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, here's an option right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
112 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. Sanders.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
From the 44, Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That's good for an Eagle.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Hurts gets this to Sanders.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts.
And Sanders has got it complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Shepard deep.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and it's good, but it won't matter. The 7 is as close as they're going to get, and this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive,